Well, with Arsenal chasing in for Hankapi, guess what? There is another huge story. And with how they're obviously signing players, every player who is a fan of Arsenal looks like he has gone ahead to knock on the door of Arsenal and really tell them, please, I also want to join your team. I also want to join your team. It shows you how players have gone ahead, obviously build huge trust in a team known as Arsenal. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. We are doing strictly Arsenal news in there for you. And let's obviously get down into this. Saliba in the mix and Gyökeres into the mix. So let's obviously get into this story and continue to subscribe to this channel because we want to hit how many subscribers? We want to hit 28,000 subscribers. You know that very, very well. So we are here to obviously let you know that it's not yet done. It's really up and running. You can really become a member to this channel, and really we charge $1 per month. Only that, you understand? So let's obviously get into the story of Semenyo. Semenyo is really one of those players that I've gone ahead to see on the lists of very many clubs, and you never know, if it's not this summer, next summer he's not going to be playing for Bournemouth. And we've been told by Antoine Semenyo on whether moving to a club like Arsenal would be a dream come true. He said, yes, any team that plays in the Champions League, that's my aim. He also added and said, I'm an ardent Arsenal fan. That is Semenyo for you. So he's like sending us a message that you are really having players that are really good, but I think I can do a better job. When you look at the team he plays for, that is Bournemouth, and the positions he really plays in, I tell you what, Semenyo is really a very good player. If you've been following up everything on what he has obviously going to be doing, he's really one of those players that you have to look at and really understand that he's really great. If you watch the game of Liverpool, he's the man that was responsible for really leveling up when Liverpool was leading them by 2-0. He scored a brace. And when you look at Semenyo, he can play as a right winger, he can play as a central midfielder, and he's like, you're talking about Martinelli, he's not obviously giving you the gist that you deserve. I can be one of those that can obviously come in through and really unlock that left attacking side of that midfield. And what makes his interest valid is that Martin Odegaard is injured, you know, and if Arsenal is looking in for another forward, I think Semenyo can obviously make a very huge contribution to what Arsenal is really planning to do and what we anticipate from the club, from the club of Arsenal at large. And I want to let you know that a person like Semenyo is really one of those that you have to obviously come and really welcome at a club like Arsenal. One is Premier League proven, his intensity, his work rate, and when you look at his quality, he reads numbers, and his numbers are not really something to obviously come and joke about. His age, he's 25 years of age, you know, he has obviously gone ahead to hit his prime, and he's Ghanaian in there for you. And he was born in England, though he plays for the Ghanaian national team. And I tell you what, he's one of those players that you have to look at and really understand that he has gone ahead to put in a lot in there. So that is exactly what we really have for a man known as Antoine Semenyo. He is really one of those that has gone ahead obviously put in a very huge shift in there for the club of Bournemouth. And if you know who has obviously gone ahead to keep them around and alive, he is the guy. In the Premier League this season, he has played 2 games, 2 goals and 1 assist, 3 goal involvements. That's what his contribution is all about for the side of Bournemouth, and that is Semenyo for you. Then you can talk about the last season where he played 37 Premier League games. He scored 11 goals and put up 5 assists. And if you can put out such a performance at a side like Bournemouth, that means you are really ready for the big levels in there for you. So I believe the player is ready for the big stage, and he's like, he wants to play for teams in the Champions League, and playing for Arsenal will be a privilege because he really supports Arsenal and he feels like he can obviously do the needful. And by the way, when you look at Arsenal, if they can add a player like Semenyo into their team, he'll obviously improve their team because he brings in numbers, work ethic and competitiveness at the highest level. The big question is, can Arsenal really bring in this player? I'll let you yes, but on a condition. How can they get in this player? They can only get in this player if at all they make up their mind that Martinelli should obviously leave. Because teams are steady to obviously pay 50 million euros for Martinelli, and it's that exact money that you sell Martinelli for that you pay to Bournemouth to get you Semenyo in there for you. And I know you can get Semenyo for like 40-50 million pounds, and he'll be a very good addition to that side of Arsenal because he'll help you decide those big games that you fail to obviously decide and really win them. I speak with authority because I know what he comes up with on the pitch. So that is Semenyo for you. He's like, I want to play for Arsenal, and it's now up to Andre Bertha to obviously come up and obviously really make his dream come true. And it's not that Arsenal has not gone ahead to show interest in the player. We've been having some shady links of him to Arsenal, but Arsenal hasn't obviously gone ahead to take that huge move in there. But when you look at other clubs like Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester United, Man City, Newcastle, they've shown huge interest in signing the player. You understand? And guess what? They are really, they are really good, and they're really doing the needful in there for you. So we wait and see how that happens, and a lot will obviously be painted into the clean canvas and see whether Arsenal will obviously maraud around and really get this deal done and dusted to the fullest. So we leave him there, and I would like to pose a question to you. Do you think Arsenal needs Semenyo, Anthony? Do they really need the player in Antoine Semenyo? That is my big question that I'm really leaving around or behind for you, my people in there for you. So from there, let's obviously jet to some good Arsenal players that you need to know about. And it's confirmed and official that Victor Gyökeres obviously has gone ahead to obviously be called up to the Swedish national team squad for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers against Slovenia and Kosovo next month. That is in September. If you haven't gone ahead to know, after this weekend, no Premier League football. No Premier League football. You understand? There is no Premier League football. That is it. After this weekend, Premier League football will be no more until the 13th of next month. That's what you should obviously be well conversant about. There is no Premier League football, and it will obviously return or resume around the 13th and 14th, and that will see teams really see their players go represent their respective national teams. And Gyökeres has been called up to obviously represent for the side of Sweden. And with Alexandra Isak not in good books with the manager, you have to obviously go ahead and really see whether Alexandra Isak has been included into the Swedish national team. And Sweden has to win all these games, because when you look at the group in where they are, right? Let me look for Sweden. When you look at the group in where they are, I think they can easily qualify. These are going to be the opening games in the group stages, and if at all they win these two, they stand a very huge chance to obviously top the table, as they haven't gone ahead to play any games in there. So if they win against Kosovo and Slovenia, obviously they'll do the needful. Slovenia is where Benjamin Sesko really plays for, you understand? And the way to see, there is also Switzerland in the group, which is also a tough opponent, but I would love to see Victor Gyökeres play in the World Cup, right? And I know he'll obviously lead his team to some huge glory in there for you. If I were having Isak and the lad known as Gyökeres, there is no way you tell people that you are not going to be playing into the World Cup when you're really having some of the deadliest forwards in the world right about now. Then, official William Saliba has been called up to the French national team for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers against Ukraine and Iceland next month. So for France, I think they will obviously go through, but Saliba is one of those that has to be that is a constant in that central defense of France because of how he has gone ahead to be. Forget all those days when the manager was like, he's not good, he's really lacking some confidence, but now he has obviously gone ahead to really make it to that squad, and he's representing there on merit. That's what I can obviously tell you. So that's what I had for you here onto the Rokani Media Football early morning video. It has gone ahead obviously attack you, and feel free to go into the comment section and really tell me about Semenyo Antoine, who really pushing and really wants to play for the club of Arsenal. Is he welcome at Arsenal? Let me know into the comment section below. Rokani David remains my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. Let's continue to subscribe because we want to hit 28,000 subscribers, and I know a lot can happen before this month really comes to an end, as me, a person who is really a huge believer in miracles in here. So I'm out. Bye bye. Good morning. First video of the day. It's the 28th of August. We are going to September, and let's welcome September in this. And by the way, over the weekend, Arsenal is going to be playing away at Liverpool. You understand? Manchester United is going to be hosting Burnley. Man City. When you look at the Premier League fixtures, because you guys need to know about the Premier League fixtures, I need to remind Chelsea will play Fulham, you know, and Chelsea will play Fulham. United, Burnley, Spurs, Bournemouth. Obviously, Spurs will take on a team where Semenyo really plays in for. Leeds will host Newcastle. Sunderland will host Brentford. Brighton will host Man City. Nottingham will host West Ham. Arsenal will have to host, so Liverpool will host Arsenal. And Crystal Palace will be hosted by Aston Villa at the Villa Park. That's how the weekend is obviously going to be going about. Bye-bye.